Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's March 17th, 2025. Happy St. Patty's Day. Looking out at Baldy last night after that storm. Well, the initial warm front came through before the cold front came through with that wind. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we have to do a one-time donation or even better, a monthly sustaining membership. Looking at how much we picked up in the last 24 hours since yesterday. Kind of low snow amounts in the valley because it got wet and heavy, but Baldy looked like it maybe picked up 4 inches. I didn't see what the storm board looked like last night, and in town far less. But look, Bogus Basin picking up about 5 inches overnight. Lower Titus hitting 10 inches. Vienna Mine pumping out almost an inch of water, which I'm guessing is near 10 to 12 inches of snow. Moores Creek at 6 inches. Lost River's picking up a little bit as well, and Banner Summit probably winning yesterday with 10 inches and over an inch of water. Looking at the next couple days, we got scattered snow showers today with that exiting cold front, and valleys are going to be much cooler. Pretty much all this week is going to be in the mid 30s, which is below average. Mountains are going to be in the upper 20s today, lower 20s tomorrow. We got some sun coming through tomorrow, and then some isolated snow showers in the afternoon. But cooler temperatures this week and unsettled weather. So we'll have a couple storm systems coming in on Thursday and Saturday. Backcountry breakdown, we got a major refresh along with wind, so we're going to take a big step back in our terrain selection. Skiing, lower angle norths are going to be skiing probably the best, and if you can find some sheltered mid-elevation south-facing slopes, don't get the ski south powder very often, especially in March, so go get that. We had strong southwest winds last night, so you got to look out for wind damage. And that rain line looked like it held around 7,000 feet. I'll see if I can track that down today on my drive up north. And we're starting out pretty warm in the valleys, 30 in the Sawtooth, 35 in Wood River Valley. Mountaintops are in the teens. Taking a look at those winds last night, I know I woke up at 11 when they started to move stuff around my house, the outside of my house. So we had sustained winds and pushing into close to 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 51 on Titus from the west southwest. Soldier only got to 72, which is kind of low for Soldier. That's the peak number 2, not at the ski resort, a little higher up. And Baldy got up to 42 with gusts hitting around midnight. Looking around at what we picked up, we got about 5 inches at Galena Lodge, so definitely held the snow line there. About an inch at Baldy since they cleared the snow stake yesterday afternoon. Still nuking up in the Sawtooth, and it's looking very wet and heavy in Ketchum. Soldier is looking nice and fluffy with about 5 inches of snow. I didn't get a chance to draw on this morning, but this is kind of an older map. This cold front here and low here are pretty much over the coast right now, and we're just going to be getting kind of leftover precip from that upper level trough that came through here. All right, looking at the HRRR forecast, so you can see that band of snow to our southeast was that cold front that came through. We might see some snow, some continuing snow showers this morning. It looks like most of it is going to be to the south of us, but there are a couple of bands this afternoon with some convection, so maybe some claps of thunder in the western Smokies and Sawtooths. And then into tonight, you can see a couple bands, but we have a little bit of a clearing tomorrow morning before it gets really kind of scattered tomorrow. Look at this precip. real isolated little squalls there coming through. So you might be in it or out of it tomorrow afternoon. Looking at amounts, nothing to write home about, just kind of the end of the storm, 1 to 3 inches generally for most of the areas in the mountains, less in the foothills. Tonight, even less. Tuesday, about the same, but maybe even less. And then Wednesday, we have a break before we have our next trough coming through, but as you can see, not as significant as this last one. Take a look at the GFS ensemble here. So we have that area of low pressure that moved through right now. We're going to have some ridging, this nice warm color ridging over us on Wednesday, and then another trough comes through on Thursday before a little bit of a, I don't know if you call that a transient ridge. It's probably going to be snowing on and off, but you can see all these storms are coming in from the northwest, and it's really kind of keeping that cooler air overhead, much cooler for this time of year. But wait, then we have this big amplified ridge of high pressure sit over us just in time for us all to leave for spring break, or for those of you that are going to stay for the World Cup. It's going to get pretty warm that week. I think I saw highs for Haley starting to get into the 50s. Yeah, 55, pushing 60 on Wednesday. So that should be pretty interesting for ski conditions on the World Cup. Take a look at that as it gets closer. But yeah, these storms that are coming in, I'll show you Titus, just some upper elevation. Just a few inches on Wednesday to Thursday, and then a little bit more on Saturday's storm.